In a place where power is a game, every move matters. Welcome to the series. Where the stakes are high, the palace walls hold secrets close, and those who navigate its halls must be cautious of every shadow. For in this realm, and when no one could speak the truth, every silence became suspicious. But why? What advantage did Liwiwa gain by getting rid of Lishu? Unless it wasn't Lishu who was the target, but someone else. Someone who shared a striking resemblance with Consort Lishu. Each episode is like a new chapter filled with mystery and intrigue. And we release 3 episodes every week so you get to binge watch your favorite stories. Subscribe to our channel and let the adventure continue. See you in the next episode. Consort Shangxi, the emperor's favorite, was nowhere to be seen during the day. Her chambers were empty. No one knew where she went or what she did, but Mao Mao had an inkling. The gardener tending the western wing's flowers was the same man who cared for the imperial gardens. Every afternoon he would leave the premises, returning late at night. Each time he did, Consort Shangxi was in his carriage. They would drive to the outskirts of the city, visiting a particular willow grove, every day. Consort Shangxi would spend hours there. What did they discuss? What deals were made? Who knows? But it became clear to Mao Mao that Consort Shangxi wasn't just any concubine. She was Jin Shi's link to the outside world, a spy. And with the emperor's favor, she had managed to worm her way into his heart. While Lishu plotted and schemed in the West Wing, Shangxi was out playing a far bigger game. Whoever was meeting her at the grove knew exactly how to use her. Now that Mao Mao had uncovered this, she was in danger. The biggest threat to Jinshi, the person who had sent her to spy on the consorts, was none other than Consort Shangxi. Just like how the favorite flower of the crown. She had thorns that protected her. So if anyone threatened Jinshi's interests, she would strike back, silencing them forever. Mao Mao felt it the moment she stepped into the western wing where 3 concubines resided in uneasy peace. The consorts were beautiful, dignified, smiling. But as she pondered over her discovery, a new question arose. How deep did Consort Shangxi's treachery run, and what lengths would she go to protect her secrets? As the pieces of the puzzle slowly came together, Mao Mao realized that the game had just begun. She was just a pawn in a much larger, more sinister scheme. With enemies closing in from all sides, Mao Mao had to be cautious. Every step she took was a gamble, every move a risk. Because in this palace of deceit, betrayal lurked around every corner and the stakes were higher than she could have ever imagined. But behind each gaze was a calculation. Who would fall from favor next? Who would gain the emperor's eye? And who would disappear in silence? Mao Mao was sent not to serve, but to observe. Under Jinshi's silent command, her eyes became his ears. She watched the way the servants moved too quickly when near Consort Lihua, too slowly near Consort Lishu. She listened to laughter that didn't reach the eyes, to greetings laced with venom, and then came the small request from Consort Lishu herself. Delicate, coy, sweet in tone. Could you prepare a tonic for sleep? I've had such trouble resting. It seemed harmless. But Mao Mao's instincts prickled. She accepted the request with a bow and went straight to work. Not mixing herbs, investigating motives, Lishu had shown no signs of sleeplessness. No shadows under her eyes, no yawns, no fatigue. But her request came after Consort Lihua had just been gifted rare fruit from the emperor, a symbol of favor. Was it jealousy or something worse? Mao Mao quietly substituted the tonic with something harmless, impossible to abuse, a light sedative, nothing more. Then she waited. That night, nothing happened. But the next morning, one of Lishu's maids was found fainted in the hallway. The real tonic Mao Mao later discovered had been slipped to the maid instead, a stronger, narcotic-laced one. Not from her hands, not her mixture. Someone else had prepared a second vial. A setup. If Mao Mao hadn't acted, the scandal would have exploded and she would have been blamed. Instead, she kept her silence and began to understand. In the world of concubines, poison isn't always in the cup. Sometimes it's in the lies people craft for others to drink. Even the whispers of discontent can turn into roars of betrayal. The year is 1864, and this is the story of Mao Mao. Rumors spread faster than fire in the inner palace. Consort Lihua, the cunning one, had used Lishu's jealousy against her, framing her with a sleeping draft. Mao Mao had stumbled upon a secret, one that threatened to tear apart the fragile peace in the imperial palace. Don't forget to stay tuned for more exciting episodes.